Good morning, everybody. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find my stream here. Let's plug into some power so that we don't accidentally quit midway. Let's see, where's the cord? There you are. Let's plug you in. Sorry if I'm missing anybody in chat. Give me 1 second. We're getting there. We're almost there. Alrighty then. Morning, Rex. What's going on? How are you? Thank you for dropping by. I am Coin Junkie. I'm not sure if you're familiar with my channel. I collect varieties and errors, and I do this little chit chat every now and then and hang out on YouTube with some awesome people, and here we are. Welcome. Alright, what are we going to look at today? What is this? Ooh, this is a nice one too. Let's move that awesome double die 63. Look at that lamination right there. Look at that, eh? A little bit too close, so let's move it up a notch. Let's see if that gives us a better look. Okay, that's Mr. John Argent. What's going on, my dude? How are you? I hope all is well. I'm just here kind of shooting the breeze. I like coming on every now and then, and in the mornings feels good for me, especially because the missus is having coffee, the kids are relaxed, they just woke up, and I get a little bit of me time, so I come here, hang out with you guys, and check out things under the scope. Let's see what we got here. Make some space. Sorry guys, I'm gonna adjust my USB, so I apologize if you get dizzy easily. It's gonna do that, so I did warn you. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. It says Die Clash. I think this is one of my nice ones for 74D. Oh yeah. You guys can see that, right? Look at that. Very nice. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Boom. Right through there. Very strong. Real nice. I like that. That's very cool. We're just thinking of looking through some rolls. Got a box of customer rolls from the bank, and a few months ago it was all BU copper rolls. Haven't touched it. Nice. Very cool. I believe so. I think they're known as that. Yeah, this one's cool because it's also got a really strong clash on the reverse. So you can see the entire outline of his head. Let that kind of adjust a little bit there. And then you can see his chin right there through the pillars beside Mr. Lincoln there. And then over here you can get the last 2 letters of Liberty, I think. The Y. Let me see if I can get it to show up a little bit better. Getting these things to show up sometimes is just so... Oh, almost had it. 1 second, guys. You gotta play around with these a lot to try to get that right angle. Where are you? Come on. 1 second. Let's see if this helps. A little bit. There it is. Over here you can see the Y and whatever the other letter is. I don't know how to spell, so don't ask me. And, oh, there goes the screen. So I guess it would be the TY or something. So right there, over here, you see his chin. And then below, you see his scalp, his melon. Let's see if we can get it to show up a little bit nice. Oh, there's a little bit of his vest. Let's see if we can get his noggin showing. So this is the outline of his head right here. You can see that outline from the clash. And then as we move down, there's his chin, the back of his neck. Oh man, that's rough, Mr. John. Well, hopefully you get that replaced soon and get back to work, buddy. We gotta find those goodies. Yeah, that's a nice one, guys. This is nice because it's also a beautiful condition coin. This came out of an original roll. You can kind of make it out there. And then here's your reverse. Really nice die clash. I'm a proud owner of that one for sure. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I know most of you guys have seen this one, but if anybody hasn't, I'm calling this my extra feather buffalo nickel. And that's a struck through lamination, and to me it kind of gives it that illusion of a an extra feather. Yeah, what's a real nice one, man? You're gonna have to let me know, because I shouldn't say I hate mine, because you know what, at least I have something to use. But man, I would really like a better setup. I have a hard time seeing any splits, any separation, any fine detail. So I want something that has that power. What else do we got here? Who is next? What's this? What do we got here? Oh yeah. Nice die chip or chunk. We have the beginning of a BIE there. So it's a minor BIE with a huge chip in the 5. Beautiful red coin. Not too shabby. Nice little die crack from the rim over into the wheat. Right there. So you can see that right there. Boom. Comes up a little bit. I'm not sure if we can really see it returning. No. I don't see it reattaching. But beautiful coin. I mean, that thing is just... It is blinging. That's the one we just had under the scope. Look at that, eh? Gorgeous coin. Very nice. I like. Who is next? What do we got? State your purpose. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a double die reverse for the quarters. That's an extra, like one of these crosses here in the window. Right there. Booyah. So that's why that's there. Cool. We'll flip you up. We're going to flip you off. No, flip you up. I need a new scope. I have to get a scope. My loop is hard to see the arrows. No, my man. Honestly, Rex, and maybe this is just me, I swear by the loop. My loop is a million times better than any scope. In my personal opinion, I feel way more confident when I'm trying to attribute coins. Mind you, I use a very strong loop. This is, I believe, about 60 times magnification. But man, I can get in there and, you know what I mean? And do what I need to do and see what I need to see, and whatever I see under here it's just phenomenal. I love this thing. I can see splits, I can see separation, I can see everything that I need to see when I'm trying to attribute or identify something as a variety. I personally don't like scopes because I feel like we lose a lot of the detail. I mean, you guys see what I'm trying to show you, and sometimes it's not that easy to see. But under a scope, it's right there. It's right in your face. How much is he? Is he using that like Chuck over at Copper Coins? The what is that called? He's got like a $600 scope. What's it called? Who makes it? I can't remember, but yeah, for sure. The lighting is the big thing, man. It's really important. Yeah, yeah, hey man, you do whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, I'm sure, swear by the scope. For me, I lose a lot of detail in the scope. I mean, just as an example, this is as focused as I can get it for you guys and myself. This is what I see as well. But to me, even though I can see that there, yes, but under a loop, it would be way more defined. It really sticks out. I can see the edges better. I can get in there closely. To me, it makes a huge difference to use a loop. With a scope, I find myself guessing a lot of the time. What's going on, Silverblood? Good morning. JC likes Pam. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Oh, here, you know what? Let's check this one out. I got a 1880s Morgan, and I got, I don't know how popular this is or how, you know, like how rare they are, but it looks like it has like a double date, and we'll see if we can get it to show up under the scope. 1 second. Let's see if we can get that double date to show up. So on this one, you can kind of see it. So what I believe to be part of the extra date or the doubling is that little separation line right there at the bottom of that 8. And then on the 0, you can see how it kind of flattens out at the bottom and at the top, but you also have these two like little nubs. I believe that's from an extra 0. I'm going to try to get it to show up a little bit better, if I can. If I can. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, kinda. Sorta. Maybe. Like I said, under a loop, I see it clear as day, but under here, not so much. Oh, Lordy mercy. Help me, Lord, help me, Jesus. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay, so let's try getting it closer. Maybe try a different angle. See what happens. Oh, that did not help. Oh, and the screen goes out on me. Rookie. What are you, new? Oh, you can kind of make out the two little points, little sharp edges of the other O. Maybe a little bit of separation right there. 1 second. Let's see. Oh, man, we're too close to this noggin. And that flash of light. How do I get rid of you? Hiya. That made it worse, I think. Oh, come on. Like, you can start to see them showing up. But that's what I mean, man. Working with the scope is not easy, guys. You're trying to get that right angle. Oh, kinda. Maybe, sort of. But anyways, that's what I'm calling a 00 and a 88. But only the two. The other 8 looks kind of normal. The 1 looks kind of normal. I don't see any separation, any sort of split serifs or anything like that. But at the bottom of that 8, you can definitely see a little something. And then you can see the points of the other O at the top of that and at the bottom of that 0. So, sorry I can't show it any better, guys. We've been crying about this for the last few minutes, so you know my situation. Hardware. I need better hardware. So yeah. What did I miss in chat? Yeah, they both real nice ones. Good morning. I'm as fine as a... Alrighty, so what's next? So how's everybody doing? Anybody else hunting anything? Mr. John said he was going through a BU roll of pennies that he found, which is awesome, and I believe you, buddy. It's happened to me. I pulled out some original Canadian rolls from the bank last year or the year before. It was a bunch of 79s, all original bank wrap rolls. And there's one more, sorry. And 2 original 1967s. The Bird Scent in original roll. So that was really awesome because there's a known double die for 67. I have a bunch of circulated, but I've never found one in like real nice BU. So that would be a treat if I could find any. Oh, you agree, kitty? Well, that's good. So yeah, so the scope, the Morgan we're looking at is this guy right here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to focus on that date and check that out. But yeah, that's what I got going on here. Nice little Morgan. Now on this side, it's got some crazy toning. Not really the nice looking type, but whatever. It's still a pretty cool Morgan. It's got the green holder with the green label. You know what I mean? It's an ADS. It's a 65. And it's got that little double date thing going on. Now, I don't believe calling it a double date is the proper terminology, but it's got like a double dyed date. I don't know how to really explain it to you guys. Forgive my ignorance. I know some, but just enough to get me in trouble. But it's definitely not like your standard double date or an over date. Is maybe what I'm thinking of. Can we see that? So yeah, that's kind of cool. I love searching Morgans for varieties. I wish, buddy. I have no. My biggest one is that one, the 65. I have a 67 37, a Wheatie in a 67. That's a nice grade for a Wheatie. She is beautiful. Very nice coin. But no Morgan in a 66 or better. I would love, yeah, that would be nice. The penny, I have no idea. No clue. I showed this one off yesterday. This one's pretty. I like the toning along the edges. Look at that. Look at that color, eh? I think that's a nice looking Morgan right there. She is pretty. What else do I have? Oh yeah. Here. Here's another nice one in a Schlabby. This is a 70S small date proof. And it's a proof 67. Awesome looking coin. So you guys should look for your small dates. And if you're not familiar with the small date, get familiar. They're worth a few bucks. Easy way to tell is the top of the numbers are all line up. That little swoop in the 9 points towards the back versus down to the mint mark. And the lettering in Liberty will be very weak looking and very smushy. And that's one of the telltale signs of a small date. So, very cool. One of my nice ones. Or you got this bad boy here. Here's one of these sweethearts. I'm proud of this one. This is the 95 with the nice double die. An MS67, no zinc splits, nothing. Beautiful red coin. Let's see if I can show it under here. 1 second. Oh yeah, look at that. There she is. 1 second. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, look at that. You know what I mean? Just pretty. Mighty fine. Look at that. Just, yeah, buddy. Look at that. The big G-O-D. G-O-double-D. Just in case anybody's wondering, I love this stuff. If you couldn't tell already. Look at how nice that is. Just booyah! Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Go check out Copper Coins on YouTube. The gentleman's name is Chuck Daughtry. He's recognized by Annex, so anything he attributes with a plate coin, they will attribute. Phenomenal human being, has been around for a while. And just as an example, these rolls right here all came from him. This is an original 83 P roll that I'm waiting to open up. This is a beautiful 72P original wrap. And they all came from Copper Coins on YouTube, buddy. So if you don't know about Mr. Chuck Daughtry over at Copper Coins, he also works, has a gentleman that works with him, Eric Beyer. I hope I'm saying that last part right. And yeah, phenomenal people to know, very knowledgeable when it comes to Lincoln cents. And they sell original rolls. So they also sell tube rolls, and they'll price them accordingly. But yeah, check them out. I actually bought a couple of 82D rolls off of him once upon a time. So I know he has. And you know what? If anybody's ever interested, I have original rolls of the new black rim tuning from Canada. to honor the queen. The last year she's going to be on the coin. These are uncirculated. I'm bidding these out at $4. Just thought I'd throw that out there. If anybody's interested, let me know. I am in Canada, just in case you're wondering, and I do ship to the US. I'll just throw that out there. These are my shipping costs. Half a pound, $5. 1 pound, $9. 2 pounds, $12. Everything comes tracked and insured. Yeah, he even does shows for him. He does roll reveals. He does a lot of what would you call it? Not attributing, but he helps to attribute, like as a second opinion to Chuck. So Chuck goes over things, then he'll send them over to Eric. Eric goes over them one more time just to confirm everything, and then yeah, that's how they work. Every now and then, Mr. Eric will do a roll reveal, so he will host it, look through the roll for you. And yeah, he's a phenomenal human being, very kind man, easy to talk to. So yeah, check him out. If you don't know him, get to know him. Yeah, he'll have a little bit of everything, venomous. He sells everything, man. He's got all kinds. I don't know if there's anybody with more pennies than Mr. Chuck, Mr. Copper Coins. Put it this way, he has those armored trucks doing deliveries. That's how much pennies that's how involved he is. His loads come in by the armored truck load. Probably has more to do with weight than protection for pennies, but you never know. No, Chuck is an awesome human being. Very nice person. Let me show off a couple of things because I've been showing some of these things off at the auction, trying to see if I can find any interest. I got things like this. I'm asking a what was it, like $30 starting bid. I don't know if we have any people that collect these MS65 quarters, but there's one. I know who Chuck is. He is one of the ones involved in the Cherry Pickers understand also. Maybe. I don't know if he has anything to do with him. I know he knows the gentleman. He probably isn't involved somehow because he is who he is. He's a big name in the industry, right? So I wouldn't doubt it. That would be cool to know that Chuck is involved. I know he has his own literature. He wrote one or two small books back in the day about varieties and stuff. So yeah, if you know Chuck, check out Copper Coins, man, because he does have those 82Ds. I've purchased them myself. I don't do the OBS thing, so yeah, if I ever do, yeah, absolutely, Mr. Silver Bowl. I still gotta figure that part out so I can do multi-cameras and do the whole chat thing and let people up. What else can I show you guys? What do we got here? I'm not losing anybody, am I? I'm not dulling you guys out yet, am I? I just like hanging out, looking at coins, chit-chatting a bit. Here's another little beauty. This is a MS66 46P. Gorgeous. I mean, usually we see them all cruddy and stuff, right? Not this one. She is super. Look at that, baby. This came from Chuck. Actually, both of these were purchased from the man himself. I got both of these from Mr. Chuck. Senior Chuck. Yeah, I only do the YouTube. Right now, this is just a live, and that's it. I don't have any programs running. I don't have anything like that. I don't know anything. I'm not really a computer guy. I barely know how to turn on my computer and get the scope going, buddy. I'm a one-finger typer, and it's just what it is. Here, let's look at this uncirculated piece dollar with some die cracks. See if it looks anything special on the scope. Hello, Miss Piece Dollar. So over here, look at this. We got this huge die crack just going right across her neck. Look at that. Raw. Huge die crack just chopping her head off, unfortunately. But yeah, look at that. Nice long crack. Too bad it doesn't go from rim to rim. That would have been cool. Look at that, another crack right there through the tiara, I guess. Right there, going through the bonnet, over through the tiara, right through, look at that, crack, 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 and then boom. That's it. I mean, I'm pretty close with Mr. Flip and stuff. I'm sure he would walk me through it and all that. I just haven't done it yet. Kitty! What do you want, kitty? It's my beefcake, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Little striker right there. Well, not a whole lot going on in that one. What else do we got? What else do we got? Oh, so, what's up, guys? Talk to me. Help me out here. Anything else I can try to show you guys? Anything else we can speak about? Anything else I can try to maybe inform you guys about? I don't know. I don't know at all, but I know enough, like I said, to get me in trouble. But I mean well. I think I could at least point you in the right direction. What else do we have here? Ooh, that's a nice one. I have some of the lower mint pennies. Have you guys, maybe, I don't know if you guys have these or not. Maybe you want to see one, like, you know, I like seeing other people's collection. Too bad it's not a D, but hey, I'll take an S. That's a nice one. Ooh, aside from the black rim toonies, let me throw this out there. I also have these, they're called the insulin toonies. These are also Ankh. The non-colorized has a mintage of 1 million. The colorized has a mintage of 2 million. So if anybody's looking for some of these uncirculated toonies, I have those and the black rims. And we still have 8 people in chat. We've been on for 34 minutes. We have 5 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Always appreciate it. What else can we show our awesome peoples hanging out with us? Who else is left in chat, huh? Cadroll Hunting, what's going on, buddy? Sorry I missed you, good sir. Pleasure and welcome. Welcome, welcome. I wish I can show you guys a couple of the Canadian varieties. I just don't know where they are right now. I have the Double Die 67. Hey, kid of mine, what's going on? I have the pointed 585. I have the pointed 5 large bead 65. And then what else do I have? I have the 2006 no P no logo magnetic. So I got a few of the varieties that we have when it comes to Canadian coinage. Sorry guys, I gotta get up and stretch for a second. Getting a little stiff. Wait. Just crack my back. That's always good. Alrighty, I think I'm losing a little steam, but I don't wanna. What do we got here? Oh, I don't know. Did I ever show off this lamination? See? I still have it. This has been going on forever with my screen shuts off. It's probably such an easy fix, and yet I have not figured it out. Look at that lammy. Lamination. Look at that, eh? Too bad the whole piece isn't there still. That's kind of cool. What's new and exciting, Cat Roll? You still around? You hunting a box? You got any new content coming out? Sorry I haven't been by the channel. Work picked up, which is a blessing because it's been a little quiet, you know what I mean? COVID really messed things up. But we're on the up and up, so that's always positive. And I'm not sure if Silver Keys is going to be on today. Hopefully she will be. She hosts Trade Day, and if you guys are ever looking to buy anything or sell anything, feel free to come by, or even if you just want to hang out. But if you do have stuff to sell, you can send her an email. She'll put it up. You can either auction or do a buy it now. Let us know your price, your shipping, and your payment methods. And that's really it. You can either come up on the panel, you can send in emails. It's your option. It's up to you. Or you can just hang out. Yeah, absolutely, Kinolite. Here, I'll take one out of this original roll right now. So here, I'm going to pop one out so you see it's the next coin. And this is it right here. And let's see if we can put the other beside it so you can see the difference. Where did I put the insulin one that I was just showing you guys? Where did you go? Where are you? See that? I already lost it. I just showed you guys the insulin toonie. Well, I got a whole roll right here. Here. Oh, let's see if that works. You see the difference? She got cartwheel. So yeah, that's our new black rim toonie. Oh yeah, eh? Real hoser there, $2, eh? What's going on, Kevin? How are you, buddy? That's the Canadian $2 black rim toonie. Yeah, buddy. Don't you know, Bobby? Oh, yeah. Hey, real hoser there, huh? Don't forget your 2K. Thank you for dropping by, Mr. Kevin. So yeah, guys, Mr. Keevan's another one that participates in the trade days. He does a lot of awesome work. He does, what is it called? I'm gonna screw this up. Hammered. Oh man, hammered jewelry. Like he hammers the silver or gold or whatever he uses by hand, and then he makes bracelets and other things out of it. If you can help me out, Mr. Kevin, I would appreciate it. I'm lost for words right now. I don't know how to really explain what you do. Oh, yeah, Took and Tim's, yeah. There you go. He makes jewelry. But yeah, check him out. He does a lot of awesome work. And you can find us at Miss Keys. She'll probably be on at some point this afternoon, I'm guessing. Yeah, I've seen the off the top of my head, I recall the bracelets. Were you the one who did the ninja sword with the stand that sold to Just Stack It? Yeah, so he did. Oh man, it's not called the sword #1, so I hope no ninjas out there are getting mad at me. Kitana, maybe a gold kitana and stand, silver stand. So that's pretty cool, man. You know what I've always thought of? Have you ever seen how the natives back in the day used to do? Like we're talking about like the Incans or whatever. They used to use wax molds with sand and then pour the gold and silver into the mold, and then what's left. So the wax melts out, I guess, the bottom, but then where would it go? I don't know, but you pour the gold into it, and what's left is the impression of whatever was in there, right? That wax figurine. I always wonder if you could do something like that with a 3D printer, where you make a 3D printed wax mold that you can use inside of a sand cast. Yeah, that is so cool because they get such amazing detail. I really like that. I've always thought of that. Like with technology today, like is it possible to get a 3D printer, print out these little wax molds, and then do something similar like that, right? I thought that would be a cool way to do it. But cool, yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. At least I'm not talking out of my ears. Nice. Yeah. You know what? I would love to see somebody. If nobody's tried that yet, I always felt like, man, am I onto something here? You know what I mean? Like, just print out a little whatever, because you can get as much detail or as little detail as you want or can use. And then, you know what I mean? You just get the little wax figurine, you just squish it into your sand and leave it there. You don't have to rip it apart, meaning you're going to get an exact print of whatever's there, I would assume. Katanas, mini katanas. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, imagine that katana. Imagine doing a 3D printed katana and then put it in your sand cast, and then you know what I mean? You just squish it together. You don't have to take anything apart. Like I've seen those guys where they do the two halves and then they sprinkle like baby powder all over it. And then you gotta squish them together or whatever, place them or clip them together, and then pour your stuff. Jewelers are doing that nowadays a lot faster than having carving the wax. Just print a whole bunch of. Really? Oh, okay, so it's nothing new. I thought it was special for a second. I mean, I'm special in my own little way, but. I swear to God, man, I thought I was onto something. I'm like, oh, I wonder if, because I put two and two together. I'm like, okay, I watched the show where I was learning about this old wax casting, and then I started thinking about modern day technology, and I'm like, wait a minute, why can't we 3D print this stuff? And then, you know what I mean? Or I've seen another one where they're casting, and it almost looks like a slingshot, where they slingshot the molten metal into that little crucible or whatever, where you have the your ring or your design that you're pouring. I don't fully understand how that works, but I've seen something like that, if that makes sense to anybody out there. Really? Wow, well, very cool. Yeah, so that's definitely something I would love to mess around with one day. Hopefully I get the chance. Show off a couple of my low mint pennies. Nothing super fancy as far as, one second, as far as condition, but still some low mintage years. Little eye candy as we converse. Oh man, well the thing is, my dad was a jeweler once upon a time, so I actually I feel like a little, how would I say it? I would love to do something because of that reason alone. My dad's no longer with us, but um, man, I would. It's just something that always stuck in my head. I mean, I have my own trade, but it's always something I wanted to get into and try out. Uh, I used to hear the stories of him, you know, in the basement melting gold and making rings or doing repairs. He did it all. He would clean, he would repair, he would make new jewelry. I mean, I have a few things that he made for me when I was a little guy, and yeah, so I feel a connection to that world and the want to learn and try it out because my pops did it. You know what I mean? So. But hopefully one day you guys will see me on YouTube pouring silver for sure. Yeah, I see that, man. I watch Red over at Big Country or Big Red Bullion. You know what I mean? He's got his sand, he's got his rolling pin, he presses in his design, he uses the baby powder so they don't stick or something. Yeah, and then you have to do the little vent holes so the air or the heat can escape. I know a little tiny bit. So I watch here and there, and I'm trying to learn. I mean, like I said, for me, it's very meditative. The idea of I'm a very hands-on person. I like to build. I like to create. I like to do things. The idea of melting, you know, playing with fire, melting metal, then creating, you know, something that looks very appealing to the eye and catches the interest of others, and you see the effort that went into it and the passion. I don't know, man. I'm corny like that, but yeah, I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I have a little bit of a paranoia of burning myself. That sounds horrible, to have any sort of melted lava of gold or silver on you at whatever it is, 2,000 degrees, 1,100 degrees, whatever the. Have you ever heard of anybody burning themselves? Have you burned yourself? How bad is it? Is it too hot you don't even feel it? Or is that wishful thinking? Is It's gonna burn right through the nerves and everything, man. You're not gonna feel nada. It's a hobby that's so old as metal items on Earth. So now, there are some secrets. I have a couple books that were gifted to me to learn. Email me. I can pass them to you to learn. Oh, that would be awesome, brother. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of all of that, right? I mean, there's a like. I would love to know how the heck. Maybe you can teach me one day, Kevin. Man, I got all these Canadian copper pennies. Like, fine, right now they're illegal to melt. I get it, but most Canadian pennies are in that 98% copper range, but they have 1% of tin and 1% of zinc. Now, I'm wondering, is my only option using acid and then a collector metal to get the copper, like raw copper, out of those pennies? Like, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not gonna do anything weird. I'm not gonna, as long as it's illegal, I'm not gonna do it. But that being said, if the rules ever change, I'd like to have the knowledge. How do I purify all these pennies into raw copper form? Or can I smelt it and then add flux and somehow burn away the impurities with heat? Any thoughts on that you can share as far as how to refine copper pennies? I have burned myself, but pouring burns are always third degree. Oh my goodness, it just sounds horrible, brother, because you're messing around with lava. You know what I mean? Like, man, that sounds brutal. Because, see, it's not just pouring metal. If I ever get a chance, if I start pouring metal, you know what else I'm going to try doing? Is blacksmithing. Man, I want to melt metal. I want to make knives. I want to make old screws. I don't know, man. It's a very attractive idea to me. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do because, like I said, I got all these copper pennies, and every time I ask somebody, it's like they're scared of giving me an answer, or maybe they just don't want to share, right? Maybe it's a trade secret. I don't know. Now, I watch all the videos on YouTube, and I get a little bit of information on each video because everybody has their own way of doing things. So I saw one guy melting a combined metal in an acid and then using what he called a collector metal. So he puts I don't know what kind of metal he used. Maybe it was copper as well, like raw copper. I don't know. But when he puts it in, all the precious metals or the copper attached to the collector metal, and then you take that, and I don't know what you do with that. I can't remember. But that's the process that he was doing. And then I seen another guy that does a lot of smelting, but he does a lot of mining testing, MLBX or something like that. Awesome channel. He even showed me how to make a furnace out of that wool and a propane torch. So I think that's kind of the direction I'm gonna head towards one day. Build one of those wool furnaces and then have a blowtorch at the bottom, one of those propanes. What do you think about that? Yeah, Kellen, but you already told us you don't have a furnace, buddy. You said you don't melt anything. That's all. Hey, man, that's what you told us, all right? You told me you don't have a furnace, that you just pretend to melt everything. Or did it just break down and temporarily you don't have one? What did I miss? Start W aluminum, Kellen cents or scrap. There are no trade secrets in the craft. Anyone who tells you that doesn't want you to succeed. Well, yeah, I know. You know, some people hold on to stuff thinking that, oh, you know what, it separates them from everybody else. And you know what, I'm not against that because there's so many others that are so willing to teach and pass on the craft, and they just want the knowledge to be out there and people to share. And yeah. No, for sure. But there's a whole lot of them that don't even need to be saved. I mean, there's some of them that are super roached out. Anything worth keeping, you keep. But every Canadian penny is worth almost 5 cents in copper value. So that's 5 times face, guys. That's pretty good. And when you have a lot of them, that adds up. So that means for every $25 box of copper that I save, I have 5 times face value in copper melt. So that's $125 for every $25 of copper pennies. So you save the roached out ones, you put them aside for melting, you save the nice ones for numismatic purposes. But we're talking about like a huge quantity of pennies. Nice, John. Let me know if you find that large over small day. I wouldn't mind. I'd trade you for one of those or buy it off of you. And congrats. You should see Red's channel, Silver Bull. He had a big drum full of copper that he saved for almost a year and then cashed it in. That was pretty cool. But keep in mind, guys, when I tell you I save pennies, I save them by the buckets. Okay, so I know a lot of people have a hard time getting pennies in Canada. I don't. I get as much as I want, essentially. And for whatever reason, I've been fortunate enough to get a lot. So at this point in my career of saving pennies, we're now hoarding them by the buckets. And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I can, fill each one up with copper pennies and then either save what's, savable or, whatever I can put aside. And then the rest will hopefully be melted one day by either here in Canada if it becomes legal to do so, or I believe in the US, there's nothing wrong with you guys melting it. So maybe I can work something out with somebody in the US. I know I watched, what was the channel? I don't know if you guys know Ray. Ray something. Ray, is it just Ray? He has a beard, nice guy, used to do coin roll hunting, did a lot of melting videos. He melted a bunch of pennies and did a little brick out of it. But that's still an impure copper brick, right? Like you still have a lot of the tin and zinc. Nice. Yeah, well, the problem with that 36 die is not a regular circulated coin. From my understanding, that was a specimen coin. So to find a specimen coin out in circulation, if it ever happens, ooh-ah, that would be superb. What's up, Crazy Jim? How are you? Thank you for showing up, everybody. I'd like to take a second and thank each and every one of you. We have a lot of awesome people in the chat, and it's always a pleasure to sit here and chit-chat with you guys. I love this stuff. I love coin collecting. I love conversing about it. And I appreciate the company. It's always nice to have a nice civil conversation and, enjoy each other's company. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys rock. It's always a pleasure. We got 11 people in chat with 8 thumbs up. I've been going on for almost an hour. Hopefully Junkie is teaching you something. Hopefully I'm sharing and, somehow adding to your life, to your enjoyment, to your collecting experience, all those positive things. You know what I mean? I'm, right on, guys. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat, guys. Give me a second. No, not Ringmaster Ray. This Ray is a Christian guy. He has 2 little boys. What else? I'm trying to remember. He's a cool channel, man. I really like. He also does beekeeping. I just can't remember the gentleman's name because it's been a while myself since I've watched. It might be, yeah, Ray's Coin World. I think that's the one. He does beekeeping. He does smelting. He does all that stuff. Yeah. Ray's Coin World. Yep. I think that's the one, guys. Oh, the pointed 585? Buddy, I got like a bunch of them, Mr. John Argent. I'm hoarding those babies. I think they're worth easily 20 bucks a pop, even in circulated condition. Give me a sec. Now you're talking my my forte. 1 second. Willie, 1 second. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Give me a second. Give me a second. John, I got the pointed 565 with the large beads. So these, look at that pointed 5. These are all pointed 5s. In some of them in really nice condition, but that's probably the nicest one right there. But these are all pointed 5s. I also have, like I said, the pointed 565 with the large beads. I have the 64 with the extra spine, the double die reverse. And then I have the 2006 no P, no logo magnetic. Yeah, man, you'll never guess how that happened. So the 65 large bead with the pointed 5 was at an auction on YouTube, and a couple of the coins were poured out to look at the condition of the overall roll, and I think I was the only one that noticed that 5 on the 65 looked very pointy. And nobody bid. I got the whole roll for like $5. And I would say 30 to 40 coins out of the roll were that variety. The pointed 5 with the large beads. I can't believe it. I've never even found one in circulation. And then here I scored almost an entire roll. It was phenomenal. Now, the one I really would like to find is the 2006 P non-magnetic. That would be ginormous. I mean, I got a bunch of buckets to go through, so you never know. But, man, I haven't found one yet. That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Where did I put them now? Oh, here they are. No problemo. Give me 1 second, guy. So, that's your pointed 5 right there, my man. So see how it goes off to an angle? There's also the blunt 5, which would go straight up from that point, straight up, and you wouldn't have that little nub at the beginning there. So your blunt 5 would be more like that. 1 second, let me see if I can block this properly. So your blunt 5, nope, that didn't do it. Give me 1 sec. So your blunt 5 would look like that. And then here's your pointed 5. And this, I believe, was a proof die used for a business strike coin. So that's what makes the pointed 585 special. Yeah, well, I don't know how many of them are going to be 65s or MS whatever, John, but man, I'll pull one out in a second if I can find it. I got to remember where I put them now, but hopefully I can find one just so I can show you guys. Like I said, in circulated, buddy, in circulated condition, this coin, in my personal opinion, is a $15 coin minimum. Like I'm talking about, like really kind of banged up, not banged up because I mean nobody's gonna want a banged up coin, but like a well-worn coin, something very circulated. To me personally, is a $15 coin. I mean, as soon as you start going up in quality and start getting into unks or anything, yeah, you're gonna go up like anything else, right? It's gonna spike up the price. So definitely check out your 85s, man. Even for a well circulated one, I wouldn't say $10 out of the question. Let's see if I can find one of those 65s to show you. The 1965 pointed 5 with the large bead. Give me 1 second, guys. So much stuff to look through. Let's see if I can find one and show it to you guys. 1 second. Where are you? 1 second, guys. Oh, I think I found one. I think I found one. Mr. John, do you have the 49 8 denticles? Do you have that variety already, or are you missing that one? Because I have a few of those as well. 1 second. Let me check this out. I found a couple of these pointed 5s. The first was very circulated. The most recent was very fine. I think 50 to 60 bucks. Well, there you go, my man. And like I said, those pointed 5s are they have a good value. I think I have one of those. It's either the 48 or 49. Well, the 49 is definitely a little bit harder to find than the 48. But 1 second. Let me see if I can pull something out. Ooh. Here's another Canadian variety for anybody interested. Check out this. This is another one I scored from the same auction. Can anybody tell me what that is? You know what it is. That's one of our minor double die reverses. Yeah, well, it's the extra spine. It's not the bud one. There's a bud version, but this one's the extra spine. So this hook right here is that right there. Alrighty. Yeah, that's the extra spine variety. In really nice condition too. Not perfect, but real nice. I mean, nothing to sneeze at. Look at that. No, that's a pretty coin. That's the one I just had under the scope there. And then check that out. 1965 pointed 5. A little spotty, but still decent condition. And then we have our large bead. So your small bead, if I'm not mistaken, would point to the opposite side of the bead. And the lettering, guys, is not doubling. That's like die deterioration of sorts. So it's not a double die. It would be nice if it was. So there's your large bead and your pointed 5. Yeah, I actually purchased this roll from an auction, coin roll, cat roll hunting. I was the only one that noticed that when they showed these coins, that this had the pointed 5, so the only thing I was gambling on was whether or not it was a small or large bead. And son of a gun, I had, like I said, between 30 and 40 of these were the large bead variety, man. I was so excited about this one. This is like one of my biggest, well, not my biggest score, but a very cool one nonetheless. Oh, heck yeah, man. That's the thing, man. When you go to an auction and you can recognize something that nobody else sees, man, it can really work out for you sometimes. Yeah, I thought that was really cool, man. I'm really excited. I mean, it is a slightly spotty coins, and a lot of the coins came out a little spotty, but check this out. There's nothing, I mean, look, that is a beautiful coin right there. You guys see all the spots and all that because it's highly magnified, right? Under the USB. But that's a cool looking coin right there. Yeah. Look at that. You know what I mean? How pretty. Hey, Cadroll, have you come across any of the toonies yet? The black rim? Check that out, buddy. We got some black rim toonies. I scored a bunch of them at the bank a while ago. Yeah, my kitty. She's actually sad, man. I mean, I'm a little sad myself. We had to put one of my cats down. She was very old and wasn't doing very well. And we took her in for a checkup. We thought we were just going for a checkup, and the doctor looked at us and said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, but you're probably best to let her go." And you know what? We probably should have let her go a year ago, but I guess we're selfish in that sense. You know, we loved her and wanted to keep her as long as we could. You know what I mean? Sorry, I almost started crying there. I love my cats. Minnie! Where's that kitty? Kitty cat! Where are you, you little scoundrel? Come here. You lonely? I got you. My biggest score was a Canadian 20-cent piece I got for melt. Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah, that like $800 20-cent coin you got? I didn't even know that existed, man. That is cool as heck. That is one cool looking and expensive piece of awesomeness. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hey, man, I don't know if you're ever interested, but I'm bidding these for $4 US, so that's just a little bit over $5. I still have a few left. If you're ever interested, let me know, man. But yeah, I've been bidding them for $4 US. It's the cheapest I've seen them go for is the $5 range, and then the most expensive I think it was like the 10 to 15. But there's nothing wrong with a fin for a toonie, right? Nice. Yeah, I'd like to have a farm one day. The only 20-cent piece I have is from Newfoundland. But I don't have one of those nice, what is it, Ontario or wherever that one is specifically from. But I got the Newfie 20-cent piece, but I do not have, here, look. So the 20-cent, I have it right here actually. So this is the one I have from Newfoundland, but it's nowhere near as valuable as the one that you have. But still a cool coin, you know, I like it. I believe they're 925 silver. But I don't have the one that you got. You got a nice one. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, heck yeah. Brother, I believe anything can be found anywhere at any time. I mean, I found freaking, what's it called? I found gold in a penny roll. If I can find it, I'll show you. I usually have it somewhere around here. I found a 5 ruble in a penny roll. It was hilarious. I thought it was copper or bronze or something. And it ended up being a 5 ruble, which is like 3 to 4 grams of gold in a penny roll, meaning I paid a penny. Now that is cool. That's like the best gold right there, you know what I mean? Penny gold. Hey man, that's still awesome, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You think I was expecting to find gold? That's insane. It's even hard to tell you guys because you're just taking my word for it, right? You're like, yeah, yeah, whatever, buddy. And I get it. It is not easy to believe that stuff. I mean, if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it either. You know what I mean? It'd be very hard. Oop, flip that one upside down. Oh, I just found it too. Check this out, guys. So believe it or not, this bad boy came out of a penny roll. And I don't know if it'll focus enough. Look at that. 1898. How insane. And just so you guys can see, I mean, I don't know how they put this in a penny roll. But just to one second. Just to show you, look, it's essentially the same size as a penny. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. A penny. A penny. Which one of you wouldn't buy this for a penny? How insane is that? I think that's freaking cool, man. And like I said, I get it, guys. Not everybody needs to believe me. I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I mean, people don't need to believe me for it to be true, right? I know it's the truth, and I know it happened. So if anybody doesn't believe me, you know what? I still wish you all the best. Because it's hearsay, Silver Bull. It's hearsay, right? You're taking my word for it versus me having legitimate proof. Like I didn't open up the roll in front of a camera. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't have none of that at the time. That's one of the reasons I don't do a lot of coin roll hunting here, because all our rolls are like this, like hand wrap rolls. So it's hard to say, okay, yeah, that's legitimate. Like he didn't see those rolls or whatever, you know? Yeah, it's all good, right? I mean, if people believe me, great. If they don't, that's fine. It still happened, right? Nothing will ever negate the fact that this is legitimately found in a penny roll, right? No matter how many non-believers there are. And I got gold for a penny. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Anna, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for joining us. I get it, bro. I get jealous too of people, you know, and not, you know, it's a little bit of like not a competition, but you know, like bragging rights. Like, look what I found, and it's never malicious, right? It's just like, hey, man, I also wish you guys all the best. I hope you guys do very well in all your hunts. I hope you guys find gold as well. I hope you find platinum. I hope you find, you know, $1 million. Like, I hope everything that you want, you know, happens as long as it's positive in your world. And it doesn't harm anybody, you know? Like, all the best to you. No, I've had some really crazy finds, man. It's hard to believe even any of them, you know? And I get it. If it wasn't for my missus that was there and witnessed everything, it's like, man. Here's another one. How many Canadians out there have gone to the bank and gotten one of these? Mind you, it's got holes and beat up and whatever, but I picked this up for 25 cents at the bank. This is called a shin plaster. It's our old 25-cent bill. This one here is from the 1900s. I mean, not a big score by any means, maybe worth $4 to $5. But that being said, it's still got the cool factor. How often do you get a 25-cent bill from the bank? I'll take it for a quarter. Yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I just tell my stories. If people believe me, great. If they don't, that's great too. You know what I mean? To each their own, right? $78,000. Is that for the 20-cent piece that you're talking about? The 78,000? All right, guys. I think I'm gonna give you guys a 5-minute warning, and we'll go from there. We'll show off a few more things. It's a Canadian 1947 Voyager. Or how about a one of these 1913 half dollars with lots of detail? I don't have that 20-cent coin at Kellen, but I do have some cool stuff. I mean, yours is $800 cool, but I mean, mine is, you know, $20, $30 cool. Not quite the same, but you know. Just saying, it's nice. Oh man. Silver roses. Vintage, yeah. There are 4 ladies who coin roll hunt at the bank I use, so I don't never find any. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Yeah, I don't think anybody coin roll hunts at a lot of the banks that I go to, unless there are other collectors like myself that go in and ask for stuff. Oh, okay, about $300. Okay, so it's $300 cool. And I don't blame them. I mean, geez, to be perfectly honest, if I worked at a bank, I don't think anybody would ever get a single collectible out of there. I'd filter that thing out like no tomorrow. I think that would be like holy cannoli, you know what I mean? That would be just wow. Nice. That's a good one too, Silver Bowl. That's actually a good hookup right there. I wouldn't mind a hookup like that. That would be nice. And once again, guys, I really do appreciate everybody that showed up to hang out with me today. You guys are awesome. I hope I somehow entertained you. And I appreciate your time and contribution to the stream, conversing in the chat, sharing with each other, being kind to one another. That's what I like to see. You guys don't want to see a bare belly. I got the bare belly beavers. Just an over polished dye. Remove the hair detail from the beaver's belly. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, cattle hunting. Look at that! Look right there. Look, boom, one. Boom, another. And boom! I found a few of these beauties. This is the one of the nice varieties, not the huge one. The big one would have a P under the head there and would be non-magnetic and much more valuable, but yeah. So that's a cool one. Ooh. And thank you for dropping in, Frostbite. Appreciate you, good sir. Nice to see you up and streaming. I like coming by and saying hello. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the support. We're almost at an end here. I'm just kind of scrambling to show you guys whatever I can. Ooh, you know what? Only because it's like one of the very few double dies that we have for Canadian coins. 1 second. Let's see if I can get this to show up. I'm sure you guys would appreciate it. Not everybody knows that these bird scents right here have a double die obverse, which is very sweet. Let's see if I can get one shown up here. This one's a little bit beat up, so it's not gonna show very well. Of course not. Ugh. Let me see if I can find another copy then. Son of a gun. 1 second. So you can see a little bit of it on the G there. I'll try to find you a better copy. So a little bit on that G. See the top of that G, how it splits the ceros, top and bottom. You could also see, here I'll point it out for you guys just in case. So there's separation there, separation there. You also have notching here and extra thickness. And normally on the E and G is where you see a lot of it. So over here you get a split there. You have a little bit of splitting there. A little bit of splitting there. And this is probably one of the strongest double dies that we have for Canadian coins. Let's see if I can find. I know I have more. The problem is where. 1 second. Let's see. Let's see if I can find you guys a nice example. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better there. 1 second. So there you go. That's part of your double die right there. You see the clear separation between the two G's. And 1 second. Okay, now you can see a little bit better there. So you see the extra E in front of there. You see this splitting over here. You see a little bit of splitting at the bottom serif. You can also see the separation in the G. So this is one of the few not minor, it's actually a really nice double die, but one of the few that exist in Canadian coins. 1 second, let me see if I can focus this a little bit better. Let's see, and hope. 1 second. Nope, that did not help. I hate this scope. I hate the scope. So yeah, any of my coin collectors out there that like double dies and stuff like that, this is one of the few Canadian ones that exists. And sorry if I missed anything in chat. I am going back to it right now. All right, so what's up, Kevin? What's good? Quality control. That's a nice doubling. Hello, everyone. Hey, Bill, what's going on, buddy? Hi, Coin Junkie. Hi, Frostbite. You can really see it in the G's. This is a rotated hub doubling. Yes, sir. I can't remember if it's class 1 or class 2. But yeah. And it progressively gets less from the point where it pivoted. So closer to the pivot, you have less separation. Further away, you get more separation in the lettering or the devices. Also recognized, yes, by PCGS. But if you guys join the Coin Community forum and look up the chats, I believe they're talking about 4 or 5 minor double dies that are coming to light. I think one of them is a 51, 40 or 41, and I can't remember the other dates. But there's some other minor double dies that exist that are starting to become, I don't know if more popular, but a little bit more talked about and more recognized. But yeah, definitely recognized by PCGS. All right, guys, I think that is it. I've run out of coffee. I'm kind of struggling to find words that I can use to construct a oh my goodness, what was that upstairs? My kids are tearing the house apart. Yeah, I can't find words to explain myself and to express myself and to yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank right now. I think I'm crashing. The coffee is worn out. I gotta go take my I take, what's it called, lion's mane mushroom pills. For anybody interested, lion mane mushrooms are amazing for the brain and a slew of other benefits. But yeah, if you guys are into that sort of thing, lion mane is a good source for the brain. It helps. What do they call it? Regenesis? No, what's the word? It's where it ups the activity of the, what is it, the electrical pulse in your brain, so you respond quicker, and it also cleans plaque receptors in the brain, so you have better contact. I know I'm probably butchering that information, but like I said, I'm that guy that'll point you in the right direction, you know what I mean? Some of that is legitimate. I'm in the ish category, you know what I mean? I'm right around there. Yeah, take care, Cadwell Hunting, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by, man. Very much so appreciated. Nice to see my Canadian buddy show up and support the channel. Thank you, thank you. All right, you beautiful people. Like I said, keep in mind, we got silver keys coming up later today. So that probably means that Mama T will be the one starting everything off, or Big T. So go check out Mama T or Big T, and then that will probably transfer over to Silver Keys, unless something changes in their schedule. If you're interested in buying or selling, you can do either or even hang out. It's always appreciated. Any sort of support, whether it be just your presence or financially, is appreciated either way. Hopefully you guys see something you like and would like to participate. If not, just hanging out and talking is always nice. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a talker myself. Like I make this joke all the time. I'm like a jukebox. Once you put a quarter in, you got to let it play out, man. You can't stop me. Unless I lose my train of thought and I start getting a little foggy. I'm like, what do I say next? Just stack it. Where have you been, buddy? We were just about to leave. We're talking about that silver, I'm sorry, that gold not sword. What's the word again? Kitana? Was it kitana? Kitana or hitana? I don't know. I'm sorry for butchering that. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't bother me not to know. That sharp knife he bought, made out of gold, with a silver stand. Gorgeous piece of wood. Gorgeous. Katana. Sounds like the lady from Mortal Kombat. Was that her name? Was it Kitana or Hita? No, I don't know. Talking gibberish now. Talking out of my ears. Yeah, I appreciate you, Kevin, man. Always nice to see you around, buddy. Thank you very much. Hey, Ramon Juan. Thank you for coming by, buddy. We're just about to take off. Oh, there you go. Mama T's coins in 4 minutes. So, you know what? Look how the universe works. Right on time without even trying. Kid O' Mine, pleasure, pleasure. Thank you for stopping by. Mr. Just Stack It, always a pleasure, brother. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that you came right at the end, but hey, you showed up, man. That's what counts. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. We got 11 people in chat, 16 thumbs up. Always a pleasure. Like I said, if anybody's interested, drop by Mama T's. You can converse, you can purchase, you can sell. You pick. So there's a little bit for everybody. Whatever your cup of tea is, or a cup of coffee. All right, guys, have a blessed day. Do well in all that you do. Be kind to one another. I'll definitely see you guys around. I'm going to head over to Mama T's and Silver Keys. So have a good one and all the best. Thank you for spending this time with me. And we'll see each other next time. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Goodbye.